Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we're going to be... I've been trying to grind out a lot of drafts recently. I figured my best shot is limited, but so far it's been hovering at gold tree. The last few drafts I had are quite bad, so I'm now cutting into my gem reserve. Let's see how this affects us. Well, Hushbringer is... Okay, let's see. Is there anything that's relatively better? Blue is actually quite underrepresented, so I have to pay attention to that. If we can find a way to see that blue is open, we could dive into that. Same with green. Shine Chaser is interesting, but if I'm going to go that route, I would probably take Hushbringer. I could also just take Embered Shieldbreaker, hope to be aggro. So far, nothing seems to be pulling in red also. I'll just take the Hushbringer. Then, okay, I guess we can go red-white. I could just take Trapped in the Tower. Still very good removal. Aspiring Veteran, hope that we're in Knights. That's also a possibility. Barge in. Yeah, we want to be as aggro as possible. I'm going to take a gamble and take the Inspiring Veteran. Not too sure if that's going to make the cut. And we're not quite rewarded. So, barely a Knight. I guess I could take the Hypnotic Sprite to see if we can hedge our bets. I could also just take Reeve Soul. This is actually just flat out good removal. Let's take that. Another... Okay, Smitten Swordmaster. We can hope to see if we're rewarded for this. This one's awfully greedy. I really should be taking these Knights instead. Okay, fine. I'll just... And... Okay, well, no... We do have a Knight here, Ogre Errant. We could also just take Fairy Guide Mother. This one's relatively good all throughout. I'm willing to actually just take that one for now. Oh, and we finally get rewarded, sort of. Venerable Knight, reasonably well. Ardent Veil Paladin, quite good. We might... I don't think we're gonna get anything good back here. Oh, but we at least get the Rimrock Knight here, so... Black's pro... And we got an Embered Paladin as well, though... Could we do the triple... Well, there's also a green Mara Leaf Rider, but this one's not so great. Let's just take the Embered Paladin. 7 Dwarves, Silver Flame Ritual. Let's see if we cycle through quite some of the dwarves, because even if they're not knights, they could get relatively big. Barge in, Knight of the Keep. Mostly human. We want to have at least one copy of Barge in. And I'll take that over the Knight, because the Knight is very underwhelming. Could take Prophet at the peak, but I want to be early aggro, so fine, I'll take the... Blow your house down if you run into Trebuchets. Very narrow. Interesting, but awfully narrow. It's a shame that the merfolk are not... Secret Keepers are not walls. Okay, Fortifying Provisions. Well, none of these are good. And we do get Prize Griffin as a final price. You gotta be kidding me, come on! I can take the Scorching Dragonfire. I actually absolutely need it, but... How can I not take Oko? This is really sad. I'm very sorry, guys. We at least get a Searing Barrage, so at least we get some removal. Another Venerable Knight. 7 Dwarfs. Raging Redcap is also something high on our pick list, but I'm going to take the Venerable Knight first. Embered Shieldbreaker is also in our pick list. Lonesome Unicorn also fits. I want to take the Shieldbreaker. There are enough artifacts that I want to take out. Outflank is also a good choice, though I kind of want to take another Guide Mother. For one thing, we barely have enough removal. We only have... Yeah, we only got one piece of removal. I'm taking the weaker outflank. Or we could just ignore our opponent, just keep hitting, I guess. Turn 1 Venerable Knight, turn 2 Fairy Guide Mother. Let's just take the outflank. Let's be reasonable. Secret Keeper's not being picked. Take second Dwarf. Okay, none of these are good. I'll just take the Ginger Brute. When I say none of these are good, I mean none of these are good for us. all that glitters. We only get Ginger Brute, and that's it. I guess if the cows die, we'll take the Youthful Knight. Beloved Princess can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. There are enough small creatures to wreck us here. We don't have any equipment to fit this in. Yeah, I'll just take the Drown in the Lock. I will take the Silver Flame Ritual. Any way to buff our small creatures, we should take. Lockwing Gargoyle. Fine, I'll take the Righteousness. It's an just fill out uncommons, but I'm not happy with it. Funny. And here's our rare, Escape to the Wilds. I don't want to just take Outflank, but I might have to, because if I take the Red Cap Raiders, it's not much. I could just take another Reeve's Soul, see if we could splash black. It's literally our only removal at this point. And we might get some Black Knights, so I'm just going to take the Reeve's Soul, see if, because that's the better removal. Ardent Veil Tactician, good stuff. We're hoping to... I could just take Pathlighter. We have one Guide Mother, one Shield Breaker, one Rimrock Knight. No, let's take the Tactician. This is a painful pick. I want to take Tactician. I want to take Searing Barrage. Probably Searing Barrage is the correct pick. We really need all the removal we can get. Same with Glass Casket. Fine, I'll take the Casket. We'll also claim the Firstborn, I guess, because we did see the Red Cap Wheel. I'm going to bin the Dwarves. We never seem to get Dwarves. We got the third one here, but I'm definitely taking the Silver Flame Squire over it. I could take Shepherd also. I'll take the Shepherd of the Flock. It's a cheaper trick. Something we can really use. Silver. Don't want another Ritual. Another Paladin, I guess. Trail of Possibility helps us some with our awkward draws. Yes, I don't want another Emerald Paladin. I'll take the Trail of Possibility. What are the odds? You'll also take the Trebuchet. Red Cap Raiders. Probably have to take that. I'm not too happy with it though. Another Trail, but I'm taking the Ginger Brute. That's our aggro plan basically. Hit with Ginger Brute's actually very good as an aggro plan. I don't want Roving Keep. What the heck? So we need to make a few cuts. Yes, I didn't really need the Hushbringers. At least I got some gems back. Well, I guess Oko pays for himself. So we need to make 3 cuts. All in the creature category. That's the good news. So what are the weakest creatures we have here? It's literally just the bartered cows. I'll cut 1 cow. Probably cut both cows. Keep this as a top end. We can actually get away with 8, 9. These are our only adamant cards. We need to make 1 more cut. Probably a creature. Venerable Knight's good. Ginger Brute's good. Hushbringer's good. What's the weakest creature here? Brimstone Trebuchet? No. Okay, fine. We're cutting another non-creature. No, I don't want to cut the Ritual. Probably cut the Claim the Firstborn, although this is a good way to hit damage true, considering we got little of anything else. I can also, yeah, just cut Trail of Possibility, I guess. So this is more of a Knight's. This is more of a Knight's deck. I still would prefer this to be mono red rather than red white. Boros has more of reach, thankfully, thanks to the tacticians and whatnot. But not too great if you ask me. Yeah, mono red is simply more explosive. In fact, I've had one game where I managed to mono red my way through a mill deck with 3 secret keepers, I think. So at least we got the turn 1 into a turn 2 play. We can steal something, maybe outflank if we have to. So definitely letting our opponent go first. Am I willing to wait to see if our opponent plays Is it? So Queen of Ice just to tap it down. Sure. We'll play Hushbringer instead. Unfortunately, the good effects in blue are adventures, so this doesn't do anything. Opponent, Queen of Ice. I can actually claim the firstborn then outflank it, but I'm just gonna... Opponent probably sees this coming from a mile away. But he has to play through it anyway. So need one more land for Prize Griffin. I would prefer more gas, though I guess claim the firstborn is okay considering our opponent's not quite fast. Okay, it's got a 3/3. We can't take it. We can Silver Flame Ritual to buff everyone, I suppose. Yeah, we'll probably just do that. One is actually just taking it, so hoping the Prize Griffin gets through, but let's be honest, this is okay, not awesome. Hoping our opponent plays something small, we can maybe stem the tide a bit. I don't think our opponent's gonna swing with this guy, considering our crackback's more... Okay, he might swing back now. Charm Sleep, that's okay. So I guess he can hit us. Yeah, he's gonna hit us for 3. So play Prize Griffin, so at least we have some more. We can keep the action going. That said, it's looking like Claim the Firstborn is an underperformer in this case. We do have one Searing Barrage, at least that will punch through. Also, our opponent seems to be kind of stuck, I'd say. At least he's been drawing quite... Well, it's just one land more than mine, so it's not too bad. And also he started first. We need to hit more of our gas. Opponent's considering it too. I'm actually gonna just swing with these two. If we walk into a combat trick, that's not so bad. So I can probably just choose not to replay the Shield Breaker. Not yet anyway. This color combination seems to signal the present. And we can just keep swinging with Ginger Brute for the time being. Our opponent's the one who's priced into setting up a defense. Yeah, Charge Sleep's annoying, but can't help it. Royal Science, ooh, nice. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, fine.
Let me synthesize the
Now, if we cast something that costs 3, we can claim the firstborn. We can put some pressure on our opponent. Okay, there's another land. Ooh, we have a trick here actually. It's a one-shot though, so I might want to play the shield breaker first. Okay, Vantress Paladin. Draw a card, discard a card, so trying to
plan is crystallizing.
Okay. Opponent actually had the Secret Keeper plan, but seems to be going off the rails there. If he plays a 2... Okay, he doesn't play a 2-drop. From out of nowhere. Claim the firstborn takes care of Charm Sleep. I actually it's an old interaction. Something that you tend to easily forget, but if you stare at it long enough, it shows up. So I'm glad that happened. So Royal Scions, really an aggro card of sorts. You saw our opponent was using it to dig. He was apparently looking for more threats. Opponent was also starting to bin some cards. Yeah, if our opponent kept the Secret Keeper, that might... I was actually wondering what could that 2-mana spell be. Anyway, Venerable Knight into Trebuchet. I guess we'll keep that. Into Silver Flame Ritual. Yeah, right. Opponent's still on the tank, waiting to see what they're gonna do. Yeah. Okay, so let's go aggro. I've been needing to do a Knights build. It probably will be white-black if ever. White-red's also possible, I guess. Though it seems to... You can do it with Feather, I guess, also. So we'll try to save this, claim the firstborn for as long as possible. Actually, does wonders. So let's see what our opponent has. Smith and Swordmaster. See what else our opponent has. Swordmaster is interesting. Okay, it's got nothing on it. Yeah, we'll play this one first. Time to be annoying. In fact, I can claim the firstborn this one, but I think that's too premature. So what's our opponent's instead? Falmar Knight. Okay, sure. This might be a better pick. This is probably a better pickup. Though I probably will just steal the Swordmaster anyway. Okay, place the Knight. So a bunch of small cards. I'm guessing this is an adventure draft. For good measure. Okay. Okay, adamant. So we can beat our opponent with a bigger cookie. Now our opponent's about to start dropping the big guns, so claim the firstborn. Not quite gonna cut it. Ginger Brute still cuts it though. Drawing way too much mana for our own good. So this turn plus 3 more turns. Keeper of Fables. So I guess if the Zombie Knight swings, the Giant Knight can also swing. So our opponent's gonna draw cards. We'll take the hit for now. Yeah, we're bumping up on lands. I guess I could steal the Swordmaster, give ourselves a life buffer. I kind of want to encourage our opponent to attack with both, though. It's literally one tough cookie at this point. So if I were to steal something, let's see what he attacks with. So I might actually steal the Smith and Swordmaster just to give myself a life buffer. Opponent's about to cast something big. Okay, that's a Bog Naughty. No food tokens though, so but we can at least block that. Okay, we got ourselves a barge in. Wait, hold on. So each attacking non-human gains trample, so these guys won't gain trample. So I probably have to hold that back to block. Okay, blocks with that. So I can choose to give ourselves an extra buffer. So we have to make blocks and hope our opponent doesn't have a haste creature. So definitely have to block the Garen Brick Paladin. I probably should block Bognot. So I'm taking 2 damage here. Probably will just block the Bognaughty at this point. Block the Garen Brick Paladin. So because I can also just block the Edgewall Innkeeper. Hold on, so 4, 5, 6, 11. No, I have to block that. 6, 7, 8, 9. There could be a pump effect. Yeah, block both. If he has multiple pump effects, I can't do anything about it. Grand Brick Carver. Well, I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna hit anyway. So if he has to wait to generate food, I lose. If he has to wait to take out the Ginger Brute, I lose. Well, place the Carver. Drawing a card. I think he's digging for a Reeve Soul. No, he didn't get it. Whew, that was close. Yeah, us flooding out there was really scary, but I'll take that win. Kind of worth it. It was very close, though. I'm a bit slightly under the weather now, so yeah, my voice is very, very hoarse. Okay. Haven't seen this character since the old days of the old border. So Ginger Brood Red Knight Red Cap. Okay, this is an auto keep. Remember, we're mostly white, so I kind of want to lead on white anyway. So here's Tone. Yeah, the thing the Firstborn did some good work even back there. Opponent was incentivized to block it, so that was good. Play Venerable Knight. Ginger Boot can't be blocked. Yeah, let's keep hitting with the cookie. So next turn I want to play Red Cap. I might eat Smith Swordmaster. Well, there's a glass casket. Let's play the Red Cap first. So no attacks. These knights are quite squishy right now. So really need more white so I can play more of these cards per turn. Darn, snipes the Red Cap, can't be helped. I guess I can borrow it. That just gives me 5 damage off the bat though. Let's build up our board presence first. Let's play a Beautiful Knight. Because we can still keep hitting with Ginger Brood. There's really no rush at this point. Venerable Knight can act as a blocker. Considering our opponent's pace, we're... Okay, we'll take that hit. Okay, so we got Fairy Guide Mother. That will let me fly over with Venerable Knight. Let's just play another Venerable Knight first. Slow and steady wins with haste. Definitely putting it on Youthful Knight. And when opponent can still have removal, though. Yeah, it can't be helped if our opponent does have removal. So Curious Pair holding back. Ooh, Ardent Veil Tactician that, well, we can't cast as a main, but we can tap down. So still swinging with the Brute. I might actually play the Inspired Veteran because that will discourage our opponent from... That should discourage our opponent from attacking with Curious Pair. Also gives our opponent a good target for removal. I actually don't want him to hit any of our other stuff yet. So next turn, probably Fairy Guide Mother and the Youthful Knights. Swing for a bunch. Opponent's now starting to cash in all the food, which is good. Also note that we can just... I'm probably just willing to take the damage at this point though. We'll see what happens. Opponent still has plenty of cards. Scalding Cauldron... He can use it to take out the... He might actually take out the Youthful Knight. So I'm actually going to take this hit. Might incentivize our opponent to just crack the Cauldron now. Takes out the Aspiring Veteran. That's okay. Finally got ourselves Ardent Veil Tactician. So we're gonna try to see if we can... So we have one blocker, though my goal is to just use our Ardent Veil Tactician to just tap the 2 down. So opponent's down to 14. Both running out of gas, so that's a problem. So remember, opponent goes to combat phase. We have to tap these guys down. I think our opponent has another adventure to buff these guys. Oh, just tapping them now. I'm not gonna wait. So we can actually play Tactician next. I could also, if let's say our opponent plays this, I can claim it, I guess. Though we're kind of claiming a 2-for-1 here. There are 2 of them, you see? Just kidding, never mind. Place is so shot out. Opponents, yeah, holding on to quite a lot of stuff. Okay, so based on this... Definitely want to play the Ardent Veil Tactician. Definitely want to make this with haste. So I'm holding these guys. No, I'm actually swinging with Youthful Knight also. We're holding the Venerable Knight back. That's there to buff our guy. Little cookie that could... Okay, he could have a pump spell, in which case I'm glad that he's using it on defense rather than on offense. Once in future. Ooh, getting back out muscle, and he doesn't have the adamant, so he'll get one of each. Okay. Gets the out muscle, gets the scalding cauldron. At least we hit for 4. And we still have quite a good number of resources after that. So our opponent actually has enough to take both of these guys out, so we will take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to 2. Ugh, that's horrible. So we'll be forced to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he doesn't have mana for both. I'm actually going to put the counter on the Youthful Knight because it's tapped down already. Let's see if he could also go for the out muscle. He does have the mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can cut him down to half. No, I need to play these other cards first. I need one more mana so I can get an extra buffer with Guide Mother and Griffin. Opponent's thinking. I really want him to crack that because I know if this is another land, at least it eliminates that possibility. Okay, doesn't have it. Okay. This is only for attacking. I can play the Prize Griffin. It holds these 2 back. I will take 6. Might also might not hold those 2 back. Okay, let's play the Prize Griffin. That's a given. Definitely swinging up top because we need to keep the pressure on. At least still gets the +2/+2 even. Turn to nature, so it gets the Smith and Swordmaster back. Okay. So we have a bit. I can actually steal that with Claim the Firstborn if our opponent swings all in. This is awfully very close. Yeah, the mana shortage kinda did a number on me. So let's take that. Opponent then out muscle first. So no blocks. Okay. So I need to remember to hold. Well, I can just steal the Swordmaster at this point, actually. Okay, let's see. It goes for the out muscle, so gain some life. I'm gonna. Oh, I got Trebuchet too. So. So which firstborn do I claim? Probably the Swordmaster. So that's actually okay. I want to hit for 5. It's for attacking enemy. Can't do anything about that. This is. So we gained ourselves a little extra life, got ourselves a little extra buffer. Probably bin the Trebuchet. 6, 7, 8. No, must block. I'll take out the Trebuchet first. Which means I can sack this for food. Opponent's now up to 9. We really need to have gas. Opponent's up to a lot of life. Hushbringer can get us some life. Actually gonna swing with the Griffin because I can block with Ginger Brute and sack it for life. So Prize Griffin right now is literally just taking out every food token our opponent has. What other gas do we have? Searing Barrage actually helps against the Tree Folk, so kinda want that. Be careful where you click on that one. If I click the haste, it's all over. So now I need to gain some life here, but I need a steady stream of blockers. That's not it. I could literally just hold everything back, lose my entire board just to take out the Tree Folk. Then I'll probably die to Curious Pair unless I got something. Don't really have much of a choice here. Okay, wait. I can also... take this out first. I already used to claim the Firstborn anyway. If he has a pump effect, so... okay, no, he doesn't have a pump effect, so I still have one more block. When it's stuck. Silver Flame Ritual doesn't do it. Yeah, so literally one more block, but I don't have a trap in the tower. I only have Searing Barrage. Living off the top of the deck is not great. We're probably gonna lose this game. Opponent has a golden egg, so yeah, even more life, but... and that's it. Yep, not our game to win this time, but that is what it is. Good game. Yeah, we used up all our resources. I guess... no, if we did it the other way... yeah, we'd have nothing. The Silver Flame Ritual would have done nothing anyway, so that was kind of okay, I guess. So not so great. We didn't draw what we need. I'm still willing to keep Claim the Firstborn over Trail of Possibility. Let's be honest, we were on top deck mode at that time. I probably could have kept a land if I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, I guess what happened was we weren't able to get our aggro going because we stalled out. We were playing one white spell at a time. So there are other cards I probably should have picked, I guess. Triple Mountain, double Ginger Brute into Barge in. Opponent takes a mulligan. Fingers crossed, this might be it. Secret Keeper? Secret Keeper. Okay, so we lose 2 white sources and... okay. So... let's see if we can out-aggro our opponent, though this is awfully weird. Just attack with both, I guess. No need to cast a barge in yet. I probably will save it for when I can get through to the other side. So I want to play Trebuchet next. We need to get out as much damage as possible, especially if our opponent is not representing Grimrock Knight. Also a possibility, but I'm playing the Trebuchet first. Sure, our opponent can counter this with a particular sprite, but better to get the counter out now. Also, it's just 4 cards as of now. Not quite there yet. Okay, you could have Lash of Thorns. Run away together. Right. Yep. All these common. So we're gonna lose another 4 cards. We need to get at least a white source. Okay, we lost. We didn't lose a white source there. We lost some good stuff though. We might lose Ginger Brute. We might lose Rimrock Knight. There you go. And they'll lose a card in their hand. They take out the Locker Serpent. Okay, so next turn. So you remember to start tapping the Trebuchet. Opponent seems to be stuck on mana. No white source yet. So far this is a 5-turn clock. Margin can accelerate it a little bit. Revenge of Ravens. So I guess we have to find a way to buff these guys. We do have a way to buff these guys, just not here. Yeah, we didn't bin this. Barge in. Now we'll pass. Really need that white source. Wicked Guardian draws himself some cards. It's actually quite fine. Okay. 11-turn clock. Finally a white source, so what can we do with this? Ardent Veil Tactician, end of turn. Actually, you can do it now, so swing with everything's weak here. Can play Venerable Knight, start getting... Eventually I want to get this out in the air. Let's accelerate that clock a little bit. So... 8... Come on! Seriously? Now someone has to make food as well? So we're not gonna outpace our opponent courtesy of this combo here. We can't... Yeah, we can't hit Planeswalkers. No, we can hit Planeswalkers. We just have to be willing to buff our opponent a bit. So let's see. 5-4, 3-2, then 3-4. Yeah, this is a losing race. Yeah, I probably should have gone to hit this guy. Wait, let's also check. Last Casket creatures only. Yeah, we have no answer to Oko. Opponent's not quite a mill deck. He just milled out a few good cards. No, let's be honest. It's a mill deck. He just hasn't drawn his stuff. I should start hitting him. Okay, Searing Barrage. We can use it to take out Secret Keeper. That I will. Oh, come on, don't tell me he has a counter spell. Run away together? Can't be helped. Does mean I can swing with these guys. Nah. Ah, man, this is deck that literally just has one Secret Keeper. Now I have no removal at this point. Probably could have swung for the attack first. Now that I think of it, yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Man, well, opponent's stuck. That's saying something. Lose Hushbringer, lose the Fairy Guide Mother. We really need another white source. We lost Tree so far. Opponent's literally just making food tokens.
Welcome to the feast.
Yeah, we had the clock. Just this party pooper. Okay, finally got that one. Okay, forcing our opponent to start eating some food. Okay, this. So we can hit for a little extra. Yeah, the Ginger Boots are not gonna cut it this. The Ginger Boots are not gonna cut it, but so I need to. Yeah, I still have the. I think I have one more Inspiring Veteran. I still have the Circle. Can tap these guys down. Barge. We can barge in Sans Trample. Opponent's literally just making food tokens, so we have to start outpacing our opponent's damage rate. So he gains 3 life a turn. Yeah, this is hard math already. At least he literally got stuck on one blue source. We're down to 11 cards. Okay, there's a Silver Flame Ritual. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 10. Okay, we'll take the hit now. We're gonna snipe Oko. So I have to swing every. So I'll lose 5 life. He'll gain 5 life. That's okay. It's gonna happen sooner or later. I don't think he has a way to protect Oko. So, but I don't have the time to trebuchet him to death. So I have to actually start swinging as well. So, Tactician, Barge. Yeah, so we're gonna have to be judicious with our Tactician and Barge in. So this literally deals 1, 2. Oh, he now has mana representing didn't say please. I can claim the firstborn. Take out 1 blocker. That does not. So very painful. But this is about clearing the board. So blocks that. Blocks that. Perfect. Barge in. So no trample, but I get to take the creature out. So I can now just keep swinging with Youthful Knight at this point. Pass the turn, I guess? Yeah, pass the turn. Our opponent is now the one forced to play stuff. If he tries to take out, say, our Youthful Knight, we... Okay, so let's go for the Trebuchet. Another Secret Keeper. Yeah, 5 turns. Okay, those are other veterans, so... Okay, at least there's no counter here. I can play Shepherd of the Flock, it does nothing. I can play Claim the Firstborn, take this. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9. It's a close one. Okay, he'll block, I'll outflank. So 4 Ever Young will wreck everything, but I don't really have a choice. I have to just keep attacking. Also remember, I can actually eat some food if I have to. So this is literally fighting through a crowd of ravens. Down to 4 cards. If he has another Secret Keeper, it's over. Nope, Epic Downfall, targeting Trebuchet. We'll tap. And we'll return target permanent to its owner's hand. That's the best I can do at this point. So we'll go down to 2. Raging Red Cap. So opponent goes 15, then minus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Goes down to 4. We might do it. Also might not. Anyway, Shepherd of the Flock. Okay, end the turn. So, if our opponent plays a creature, we claim it. So we're definitely eating 1 food. Might have to eat both, actually. So if I attack with 3, yep, that's it. We actually, yeah, we actually dodge it. Whew, that was actually close. Even with the Revenge of Ravens, even with Oko, yeah, we prevailed. I did not expect that to happen. I actually expected to lose at that point. That was so unexpected. Anyway, 3 wins, 1 loss. Yeah, we'll do one more game. Actually, oh, too late. I was gonna say no. Maybe I should stop right there, but no. I guess they want me to continue, so let's do just that. And Venerable Knight, need a red source. I'll keep anyway. We have an aggro start. That's kind of good enough for me. So if we draw a red source, I might just use Rim Rock. Okay, we didn't draw a red source, so Venerable Knight, attack. Let the beats come in. Next, if we get red source, Trebuchet. If not, really need another mana. Fingers crossed. Opponent has something. Smith and Swordmaster. Yeah, I'm willing to trade. In fact, let's play this first. Because if our opponent trades a Swordmaster for one of our knights, I want to buff the Tactician. Actually, it now scares our opponent from blocking. So, if we get another mana, we can Silver Flame Ritual. Opponent probably has some removal at this point. We're not mono white knights. Yeah, after the high of that last game, I feel invincible, but let's calm down. Opponent representing outflank. Show me. Yeah, there's the outflank. Still trades anyway, so I'm okay with that. Okay, that one I'm not. This part I'm not okay with. Really need one more mana. I guess we might be done in by our hubris in thinking that we could get away with two white sources. Trapped in the tower, so lose that one. Okay, we're racing. Kinda racing. Okay, there's our red source. So that one can't attack. Actually just gonna play the Trebuchet. Attack. When it has removal, so be it. Could just be an outflank. There's the outflank. Yeah, leave it there. So we got rid. At least got rid of most of the removal. We're gonna have to now play it slow. We'll take another hit here. Okay. We can claim the firstborn, but it does nothing. I can just play Shield Breaker so we have something to do. So let's ping our opponent first. Play the Shield Breaker. Untap. Pass the turn. Yeah, living off 1 red mana is not great. Opponent's probably incentivized to take out our creatures. Okay, if our opponent plays the Spectre, that makes us discard 2 cards. Nope, Lonesome Unicorn. We can actually borrow that. So if our opponent swings with this, I claim this firstborn. Opponent gets Forever Young. Okay, sure. Draws him up. Curry Favor, I guess? Well, it's Curry Favor X equals 1, sure. Take the hit now, actually. Yeah, let's take the hit first. Okay, another red source, so... This is not a good trade. I kind of want to take this. I don't want a Silver Flame Ritual with that. But I do want to hit. This is a tough one. Okay, let's say I claim first. I could also just say Silver Flame. This is a tough one. Yeah, because this is not enough. Just get some extra damage in, but it's not. It's actually quite awful. Well, our opponent has to choose between playing Smith and Swordmaster. Yeah. No, he can play both. That's bad. So, still stubbornly not trading. Yeah, I really need some sort of burn. Well, Searing Barrage is kind of okay. So we can ping. Inspiring Veteran does it, so ping. Inspiring Veteran. Ping. Rimrock Knight. So I literally need to survive this turn. Okay, take note. I can only block 2 creatures. I have to block the Swordmaster, so I can't exactly kill him yet. I have to kill this token. No, I actually have to kill these 2. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's the plan. I have to kill these 2. And Silver Flame Ritual for the win. Giant Skewer. He can equip. He can net the food. Oh, that nets him a lot of life, and he nets the food token as well. So it's 4-2. Oh, he's not going to attack with all. Okay. So, if I block with Shield Breaker, he just gets a food token. Has the blockers. No choice. Have to block that. Have to give him the food token. Now here's hoping that we draw into more gas. Okay, we didn't draw into more gas. Pay Adamant. So we can now effectively block more creatures. Definitely swinging with Rimrock Knight. As our because at least our opponent trades for it, so it's not a huge loss. Gain some more life, that's okay. So we're now both living off the top of our decks. I mean, he has more plays though. Okay, he equips that, so I now have to chump block. Yeah, I have to block with both. I don't have a choice. I can choose to take, but it has vigilance, and I need to take out the vigilance creatures. So he has to decide if he'll probably take out Inspiring Veteran. That's the only one that can swing back. He's actually deciding. Yeah, because the trebuchet, because there's a reasoning for that. Trebuchet will, well, actually no. Taking, oh, he's willing to, he's willing to take that out. I probably would have taken out the trebuchet, given that these two can trade anyway. So I'm definitely not swinging. Opponent has a load of life. We got ourselves an answer. None. So literally it's. So we're literally just gonna try to win off the back of Ginger Brute again. Oh man, this is. Okay. We have to trade. There's a. As in, I have. If he has the removal spell, so be it. So opponent is now sitting at 15 life. Really need to draw a good card. Arden Veil Paladin, so yep, we're chump blocking this one. We need something big. Yeah, and with Giant Skewer, it's gonna be really painful. We can't Glass Casket that. We can. We still have our own Shepherd. We can actually bounce the Venerable Knight. Not if we draw like this. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this one. That's a. At least let's make our opponent eat all that food. Don't choke on it, but I think we're the one that's gonna choke. Because we will need to hold back Ginger Brute, and even Searing Barrage is not enough. So we're gonna take 5 damage. Isn't it Vigilant? Opponent's tap. So we have to hold this guy back if we don't draw anything. Yeah, Giant Skewer, very big. Okay, draw an outflank. That's not gonna cut it. Okay. It might cut against some small creature, I suppose. So we're definitely gonna buff our life, but we don't really have an out for this. Golden Egg. Okay, opponent has even more life now. Yeah, outflank this seems to be. No, it's okay in certain situations, just not this one. We really needed more hard removal. We have Reeve Souls in the sideboard, but no, it wouldn't work against this guy either, so that's a whiff. Yeah, we also lost our Arden Veil Tactician. We only have one other flyer, but we're probably gonna lose it anyway. And yep, opponent manages to play the long game. Yeah, that's what the white-black knight set does. So have to play everything. We won't be able to. We can go down to 1 life, I guess. So best bet is, yeah, we have to block this one. We can. Yeah, that's a mandatory block. Block with. I'll Shepherd of the block. If our opponent has some sort of pump, well, at least it ends the game right now. Could have gone for the double block, but no, it's really a question of whether I die now or die later. So, yep, we're not really moving up on the tier, so That's a problem. At least 3 wins, 2 losses. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this is a better start. Venerable Knight into Inspiring Veteran. Yeah, definitely keep. We could use another white source for Tactician, but we can Rimrock Knight for the time being. And it has Gilded Goose. I guess we can Casket the Goose, but... yeah, looks like everyone seems to be drafting better rares than I am. Can't be helped. Tome Raver. Okay, so opponent pulled that plug. We are going to Inspiring Veteran start crashing in. The opponent skips the block. No surprise there. So yeah, the next thing our opponent drops, we can Glass Casket. Might as well do this now while our opponent's in no position to block. Yeah, force the aggro. So next turn we can Tactician into Rimrock Knight. Literally buy time. And the Vantress Paladin. Okay, that's a good tap target. Okay. Might now be forced to trade with Rimrock Knight. We can play Tactician afterwards. Could use Barge in, or well, even Silver Flame Ritual would be backbreaking. So I'm definitely trading this with one other creature. I could swing with the Venerable Knight also to force a trade. Edgewall Innkeeper. Okay, that's not quite trade-worthy. So I'm definitely swinging. I probably will swing with both. In fact, I might actually just play the Tactician now. If our opponent has to say please, he'll play it now. Let's get it out of the way. Hypnotic Sprite. Okay, that counts. Swing and swing. So opponent's forced to block that. He can chump. Yeah, that buys me time. That's perfectly fine. He could have a So Tiny, which means he would run out his entire hand, but that'll be annoying. We'd still have to deal with the Vantress Paladin. Yes. Yep, he's gonna chuck that too. Yes. Nope. Change his mind. Which I'm perfectly fine with. So this is a 2-1 flyer. When I might start churning, probably should start churning out stuff with. Probably should start churning out eggs. My concern is any 4-drop will kind of trump whatever we have. Really need another creature. We're kind of played out at this point. Beanstalk Giant. Okay, he can cast this next turn. And he can make a food token to go with it. Black's an Intruder. Draws a card. So yeah, we're gonna have a problem with this one. Okay, Price Griffin gets true. So let's say I swing with... He only has 3 power between these. No, he can take it out. I'm swinging with Venerable Knight. The one-on-one trade is gonna actually help me, because we're gonna play our prize card. So he still has one more block. He might want to play some. Yeah, he might not play this immediately. Okay, draws himself some food. He's now technically 9 mana. Okay, so it's Battle the Swing back. He can crack down to 8. Yeah, we read. No point swinging this way. I'm gonna hold back the Inspiring Veteran. So opponent could crack the food. Okay, just taking the 2 for now. He's gonna crack the food. I would suppose our opponent should start making food with Goose also. Okay, now I also don't want it. I probably will take this one out first. Opponent's kind of flooded. Well, it's helping the giant, so that's something. Definitely will not let the Flaxen Intruder through. Also definitely not blocking. Fortunately, we are at the position where, yeah, opponent's not gonna. Well, our opponent, if our opponent plays the, oh, come on. Oh. Okay, that's not so great. Hold on. I think I can still see what's going. Basically, what happened was we had a little bit of a power fluctuation. Okay. Not good. I can't see what's going on here. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll just do a quick out and in. Okay, try again. So I'm gonna pause this one shortly. Okay, I forgot to unpause what happened. So, but after that, but the short of it is, yes, I lost, and the graphics are a bit glitched because of the reset. It wasn't that close, and yeah, I got the correct. Despite this one, I got the correct number of wins. So okay, apologies for that. It's a bit anticlimactic. I just kept drawing land after land. It was really not helping. Well, at least I get another rankle, so I guess I'm building up that mono black deck. Anyway, that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And I wish you guys the best of luck at the rest of the season. Few days left. And that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you guys again next time. Take care and God bless.